Assalamualaikum everyone, hope you all are doing great and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to the video. Welcome back to the lecture. I'm back with you guys with another lecture, and today it's going to be regarding maths. We're finally done with structure of an atom like in detail. So now we're going to be stepping into maths. Today we're going to learn about area of a circle, and that's our basic focus. But before doing area of a circle, the main thing that we have to do is circumference of a circle. So first of all, we're going into depth of doing what is a circumference of a circle, and we're going to be going into area of a circle. So term related to circles, like you need to know about center, radius, diameter, circumference, arc of a circle of a circle, and semicircle. So these are all the main terms that are related to circles. Now parts of circular region, their definition and their visual representation, so that will make it easy for us to go to the circumference of a circle and then the area of a circle. So center, so the fixed points from which all points of the boundary on the boundary of the circle are equidistant in figure O is its center. Okay, so in figure O is its center. Here you can see the point. This is the very middle point which you can say at center. Okay, radius. So from the distance from center to boundary point is called radius. Its measurement if radial segment in figure M, in figure measurement OA is radius and O is the radial segment. So here A is basically the radial segment, and in this figure like that O is basically the radius. Okay, and what is diameter? A chord passing through center. So this is the whole chord passing through center, and two radius make a one diameter. That means 2r is equals to diameter, and if you need to find diameter, that means you have to divide radius by 2 to find a diameter. Arc, a part of boundary of a circle. So basically it's a small part of a boundary of a circle. If you look here, you can see this is an arc. So if this is a circle, so wait, if this is a circle, so this is one arc, this is also one arc, this is also one arc, this is also one arc. So this is what basically arc is, chord. Now we're having chord. So a line segment joining two boundaries points of a circle is basically called a chord, and diameter itself is the longest chord. Okay, and chord can be unlimited. Okay, circumference of a circle, total distance around boundary of a circle. Now if this, like to be honest, if this is a circle, so this one whole circle, it's a circumference. The lines, these are the circumference. That means this is the total distance around the boundary of a circle is called a circumference. Sector, so region enclosed by two radii and their corresponding arc is called the sector. So they are minor sector and they are major sector as well. So this is a sector. Okay, so this is a region enclosed by two radii and their corresponding arc. Now segment, region enclosed by a chord and their corresponding arc. So this is a segment now. Okay, this is a segment and that was a sector. Okay, so activity 1, draw or label the following elements or the parts of circular region. So the collection of points in a plane which are equidistant from a fixed point. So this is basically how we draw it, which are equidistant to a fixed point, and the fixed points from which all the boundary points of a circle are equidistant. So it's a center. Okay, and a part of boundary of circle, so that's an arc, you can say. Okay, a part of boundary of a circle, it's an arc. And yeah, then we have a center and a collection of, basically the collection of, you can say, points in a plan. The collection of points in a plan, this is how it looks. Fill in the blanks according to the given figures. So here it's already solved, but we can talk about it. So the center, here O is the center, the real segments. Now we can see the real segments are O, M, O, L. These are the radial segments. Okay, radius, radius, measurement O, M, and measurement O, L, they are the radial or radii or radius, you can say. Chord or chords, QR is the chord, and shade the minor segment. So the minor segment is the green one is the minor, and shade the minor sector, the yellow one is the minor sector. So what is the difference between a segment and sector? In a sector we have two radii. In a segment we just have a line that is like minorly enclosed. Then we are having label the indicated elements. Now here in the, if you look here, so here this line is a chord, and this basically is the arc, and this area inside it, it's a segment, and this is again an arc, and this r is representing radius, this half is representing radius, this part inside is a sector, and this line is basically radial segment. Now guess who I'm a line segment that joins any two boundary points by passing through a center of circle. If you divide circumference by me, you get pi. So this is definitely a diameter, because it's definitely a diameter. I'm a chord that passes through the center. I'm the longest chord of a circle. So by this you can also come to know it's a diameter, because longer chord of a circle is diameter. If I'm double of radius, you take product of pi and you'll get the circumference. If you look here, you can see that what's the formula of circumference? It's 2 pi r, or if we apply 2 pi r, there are two formulas for it. Circumference is equals to 2 pi r, or circumference is equals to pi d. So if you use this pi d formula, so if you take product of pi and me, you get the radius, you get the circumference. So this means that, okay, that means it's, and other likewise if you use 2 pi r, that means 2 r basically means diameter. So we can, instead of that, you can also use pi d. Okay. That's why I'm the distance from center to any boundary point of a circle. I'm always unique. I measurement of radial segments. So measurement of radial segments, definitely radius. And the ratio between circumference and diameter of a circle, I have no exact value. I'm an irrational number. I am important for calculating boundary of a length of a circle. Is circumference is definitely a pi, because it's a rational number and it's used for finding the circumference, and it's a ratio between circumference and diameter. Now I can prove this, like this is 2 pi r ratio diameter means 2 r cut 2 cut pi ratio 1 has no value here, that means pi. Okay, so I'm proving things for making it easier for you to understand this and to learn this. Now we'll have length according to the given figure. The right dashes into circle A. Measurement AQ is equals to measurement TA or AR or AP or AS, and measurement AT is dash to measurement TQ. It's less than. Dash is a chord but not a diameter. PS is a chord but it's not a diameter. Take a PS because it's a chord but it's not a diameter, because it's not straight and it's not like having any radius inside it. The shaded region of a region is called sector. Dash is the largest product of one circle TQ, which is also diameter. And dash are radial segments of the given circle AS or AP, and AR or AT or AQ are the radial segments of the given circle. In circle, yes and no for each of the following statements. So double R radius is 14 centimeter, the diameter is 14 centimeter. It's no. Okay, it's no. Okay, if half of diameter is 14 centimeter and radius is 14 centimeter, yes. If double of radius 14 centimeter and diameter 14 centimeter, no, because double of radius means radius wait, double of radius, wait, multiplied by r. Double of radius means r multiplied by r, that makes r square. We are not talking about square here, we're talking about double. So if half of diameter, like 1/2, we're talking about 1/2 diameter, and if it's 14 centimeters, so that's definitely radius, because radius is half of diameter. If radius of a circle is 14 centimeter and radius of semicircle is same as 14 centimeter, no, it's going to be 7 centimeter then. If length of longest chord is 28 centimeter and radius is 14 centimeter, yes. Ratio between diameter and circumference is 1 pi or 1 ratio pi. We just did that, and let's know it's, I think so, pi ratio 1. I think so. Yeah. Wait, let me check it. Ratio between diameter and circumference. Diameter ratio circumference. We need to confirm things before we do that. So diameter, it's 2r. Ratio circumference 2 pi r. R cut 2 cut, it is 1 ratio. Wait, I think that's true. Okay, I think so, it's true, but here it's false, I don't know. And reason between ratio between radius and circumference, now we can calculate that. So radius and circumference, so radius means r and circumference means 2 pi r cut 1 ratio 2 pi. That's also correct, but here it's written no. I don't know why. It's done like that, but I think the last two needs to be correct. If circumference of a circle is 88 meter, then circumference of semicircle. Now circumference of semicircle is equal to circumference of circle divided by 2. That is equals to pi d divided by 2, or 2 pi r divided by 2, or is equals to pi r. Circumference of semicircle is equals to 88 over 2. That is equals to 44 meter. If circumference of circle is 44 meter, then circumference of quarter circle. Now for doing that, circumference of quarter circle is equals to circumference square divided by 2 equals to pi d divided by 4, or 2 pi r divided by 4 is equals to pi r divided by 2 after dividing 2 and 4. And circumference of quarter circle is equals to 44 over 4, that is equals to 11 centimeter. How we can do that? Now semicircle means 1 second, 1 2. So that's why we're dividing by 2, and quarter circle means 1/4. That means we're going to divide by 4. That's the reason. Okay. Copy and complete these number machines to show how to work out the circumference of a circle. So diameter multiplied by pi gives us circumference, and radius multiplied by 2 multiplied by pi gives us circumference. Now find circumference of a circle. If its diameter is 84 centimeter, use pi as 22 over 7. Formula for finding circumference when diameter is given is equals to circumference divided is equals to pi d. Now circumference is equals to pi d is equals to 22 over 7 over 84 centimeter. 22 multiplied by 1 centimeter for simplification, and you're going to get 264 centimeter as circumference of circle. And then find the cost of making hurdle around a given circular garden at a rate of rupees 15 per meter if diameter of a circular garden is 35 meter. And formula we're going to use is equals to circumference equals to pi d, that's equals to 22 over 7 multiplied by 35 meter. 22 multiplied by 5, we're going to divide 7, and 35 we're going to get circumference is 110 meter. And for making cost of making hurdle per meter is equals to rupees 15. So cost of making hurdle around garden is equals to rupees 5 for 110 meter is equals to rupees 15 by 110, and cost of making hurdle around the garden we're going to have rupees 1650 1650. Find cost of a circle if the radius is 84 centimeter. Use pi as 22 over 7. Formula for finding circumference when radius is given. So c is equals to 2 pi r. So c multiplied by now 2 multiplied by 84 centimeter. We're going to simplify 7 and 84, and then we're going to get 44 multiplied by 12 after multiplication, and then I'm going to get circumference as 528 centimeter. Find the cost of fencing around a circular garden at the rate of rupees 15 per wait. Okay, if Ali took one round around a circular path and covered the distance of 88 meter, find perimeter of a circular path. So as perimeter of circle is equals to circumference of circle. So distance covered in one round of circular path is equals to circumference of circle. So perimeter of circular path is equals to 88. So find the distance covered by him in 5 rounds. So distance covered in one round is equals to 88 meters. So distance covered in 5 rounds is equals to 88 multiplied by 5. So that the distance covered in 5 rounds is going to be 440 meters. Now the diameter of a scooter's wheel is 84 centimeter. How far the scooter has traveled after 450 revolutions? So circumference equals to pi d. Now 22 over 7 84 centimeter. Simplification, then you get 22 multiplied by centimeter. You're going to get 264 centimeters. So scooter's wheel will cover 264 centimeter in one revolution, or distance covered in 450 revolutions. So you're going to multiply circumference with number of revolutions. You're going to get 118,800 centimeter. Now how many times must a wheel have diameter 56 centimeter rotate to travel 528 meters? So again, pi d formula, you're going to get find a circumference. You're going to get 176 centimeters. So the wheel will cover 176 centimeter in one revolution. You have to find total distance. 556 meters equals to 52,800 centimeter. Now total distance covered by wheel is equals to circumference multiplied by number of rounds, and you're going to get 520. Now here we have to find number of rounds. So you're going to bring the circumference here, you're going to divide it, that equals to number of rounds, so it's going to rotate 300 times to cover 528 meters. So this covers, okay, I think so we should leave it. Okay, yeah. Okay, so diameter is equals to 2 times radius, means 2 multiplied by radius gives us a diameter, and circumference circle total distance around a boundary. So circumference equals to 2 pi r, or circumference equals to pi d. Now 2 r, that means d, so that's 2 pi radius. Okay, so this is radius and this is radius, that makes 1 diameter. So 2 radius make 1 diameter. So total distance around a boundary is the circumference. What is the name for circumference of circle? So it's perimeter. So total length of a boundary of a circle is called circumference. The perimeter of a circle is known as circumference of a circle. In figure If Sarah took one round around the circular bar, she has covered a distance. That distance is called a circumference. Now, understanding revolution. So, a wheel with a spot of blue paint, the wheel turns one. Okay? So, the distance is the circumference. So, when a wheel makes one complete revolution, the distance that it travels, its circumference. So, formula: total distance covered by a circular object is equals to circumference multiplied by number of rounds. So, distance traveled is equals to number of revolutions multiplied by circumference. Total distance covered by circular object divided by circumference gives us number of rounds. So total distance traveled divided by circumference is equals to number of revolutions. So discussion of distance covered by tip of minute hand. So minute hand takes one complete round in 1 hour. Distance covered will be equal to its circumference. So minute hand takes 2 complete rounds in 2 hours. Distance covered will be equal to its circumference multiplied by 2. So minute hand takes 24 complete rounds in 1 day. So distance covered will be equal to circumference multiplied by 24. Now minute hand takes 1/2 rounds in 30 minutes. Distance covered will be equal to circumference multiplied by 1/2. Minute hand takes 1/4 rounds in 15 minutes. Distance covered will be equal to circumference multiplied by 1/4. Now minute hand takes 3 or 4 rounds in 45 minutes. Distance covered will be equal to circumference multiplied by 3/4. So this is very learned, okay. Now distance covered by a pointer of minute hand is equals to given time in minutes divided by 60 is multiplied by circumference. Now the length of a minute hand of a clock is 10.5 centimeter. Find the distance covered by minute hand in 2 hours. So step 1, decide radius is equals to length of minute hand. Radius is equals to 10.5 centimeters. Circumference of circle is equals to 2 pi r. You have to find it by using the formula. You're gonna get 66 centimeter. Distance covered by minute hand in 1 hour. You're gonna get 66 centimeter. That is the circumference. So distance covered by minute hand in 2 hours. C multiplied by 2. 66 multiplied by 2. 132 centimeter. Okay. Now length of a minute hand of a clock is 7 centimeter. Find the distance covered by minute hand in 15 minutes. So decide radius. So the radius is 7 centimeter. Radius. Now circumference of circle 2 pi r. 2 multiplied by 22. 7 multiplied by 7 centimeter. 7 cut. 44 multiplied by 1. And the circumference is 44 centimeter. Distance covered by minute hand in 1 hour is equals to circumference equals to 44 centimeter. Distance covered by minute hand in 15 minutes is equals to c multiplied by 1/4. Now 44 multiplied by 1/4 is equals to 11 centimeter. Okay. Now the length of a minute hand of a clock is 1.4 meter. The distance covered by the tip of minute hand in 45 minutes. So decide radius, that is 1.4 meter. Circumference of circle 2 pi r. So 2 multiplied by 222 or 7 multiplied by 1.4 meter. Now cutting to 0.2 meter we're gonna get. So 44 multiplied by 0.2 meter, that means 8.8 meter is the circumference. And the distance covered by minute hand in 45 minutes is c multiplied by circumference multiplied by 45 divided by 60, or circumference multiplied by 3/4, that equals to 88.8 multiplied by 3/4, that gives you 6.6. Now horse is tethered by a rope of length 7 meter tied to other end with pole. Find distance covered by the horse in 1 revolution. Find number of revolutions if horse covers a distance of 528 meters. So step 1, you have to decide the radius, which is 7 centimeter. Then circumference is equal to 2 multiplied by 22 or 7 centimeter. Circumference is 44 multiplied by 1 meter. Circumference circle is 44 meter. Distance covered by horse in 1 revolution is equals to circumference is equals to 44 meter. Now the total distance covered by the circular object is equals to circumference multiplied by rounds. So that now if you need to find the number of rounds, is equals to total distance divided by circumference. So 528 meter divided by 44 meter, that equals to 12. So this is the number of rounds. Okay, now find the distance covered by the tip of minute hand in 30 minutes. The length of minute hand of clock is 35 centimeters. So step 1 is decide radius, that is 35 centimeters. Circumference of circle is equals to 2 multiplied by 22 or 7 multiplied by 35 centimeter. You have to do cutting. 44 multiplied by 5 centimeters. Circumference is 220 centimeter. Now the distance covered by minute hand in 30 minutes is equals to 7 multiplied by c multiplied by 30 divided by 60. That gives you 220 centimeter multiplied by 1/2, that equals to 110 centimeter. So find the unknown here. We have radius 1.4 centimeter. If you have to put that, you have to remove a cutting. And 44 multiplied by 0.2 centimeter, 8.8 centimeter. And the second one, we're having diameter. And for diameter, you're going to use pi d formula. 22 or 7 multiplied by 1.4 centimeter, and 22 multiplied by 0.2 centimeter. That gives us 4.4 centimeter. And the third one, we're having circumference given. So circumference divided by pi is equals to d. So we have to find a d like this. So 132 centimeter divided by 22, 7 is equals to d. 122 centimeter divided by 7 over 22 is equals to 2. We have to apply the KCF method, and d is equals to 6 centimeter over 7 and d is equals to 42 centimeter. In the fourth one, you can see circumference again is given. You have to divide by pi, and then to do the KCF method, and diameter is equals to 14 centimeter 7 and diameter is equals to 98 centimeter. We have to find the radius. So diameter radius is equals to diameter divided by 2. So 98 divided by 2 gives us 49 centimeter. That's the radius. Okay. So that's it about the class. I hope you enjoyed it. So see you in another class with the area of a circle with the next topic by particular life, everyone.